always here. Ah! Hello and welcome to another episode of the Album Book Club EP Reviews. Today I brought Zach in here and he's got an EP for me to listen to.
The band is Maruja and their EP Knocknarea came out last year. The band hails from Manchester, England, and it looks like they started releasing music in 2020. And after listening to this EP, I got high hopes for them. I found them just looking through YouTube.
So we'll start off with the first song on this EP. We got Thunder.
Good fucking song. This song goes hard, very loud, very aggressive, and it kind of gets a little soothing at the end. Had a nice horn, good lyrics. Almost feels like two different songs. Like the first half is like really abrasive and it really kicks it off, and the opposite, and it's like so relaxing. So it's like two sides of the same coin. Imagine like you pick up a fucking penny on the goddamn pavement, right? And the penny, one side is clean and the other side is just dirty. I liked it. 9.5 out of 10.
I gave this one a 9 out of 10. I thought this song almost has like a 3-act story to it. I don't know what that story is, but it seems like there could be one. There's like the grungy punk style intro almost, and then the jazz. It is post-punk, yeah. Google calls this psychedelic jazz punk, and I listened to the first first half, and I was like, where the hell are they getting that from? And then as I moved on, I was like, oh, there it is. There's the jazz part. But yeah, it felt like there was a story that I was missing because I didn't look into it, and I feel like there could be.
I think there's a story here. I think it's more revealed in the next one. So the next song we got Blind Spot, and right off the bat, sad fucking song, rage, and there's like a temper in the vocals. Like the vocals here are something else, man. Like I can't even put it into words. And if, like you said about a story, I think they're telling war stories personally. Were they in war? I don't know. Is this like a whole analogy for England after World War II? I don't know. I really don't know. It sounds like it though. It's like all these songs are so haunting and there's so much rage. I gave this song a 9 out of 10 though. Blind Spot. Thought it was really, really good. Not as good as the first one, but still like keeps this EP moving forward.
I completely agree with that. My main note is that this tries really hard to do what the first song did and got really close but didn't quite hit the same, which is why I got an 8 from me. The vocals on this one I did like more than Thunder, but that was before I knew that this was like a post-punk. Like I that is the style of vocals that this is in, and I didn't realize it yet. Because what is it listed as?
I mean, the first song is chaotic. So
oh yeah.
The vocals on the first one are like all over the place. I can totally see why you like the vocals on this one.
It's listed as rock. So before I didn't look it up until later. But if you're going in thinking this is rock, you might.
This is post-punk. This is 100% post-punk.
100%.
Because it's all over the place and it's really fucking gloomy. Most punk is like, let's do something, let's break shit. This is like, let's break shit and burn it down. So the next song is The Tinker. And you know, right off the bat, sometimes the deepest tracks have no words. Sometimes no vocals are needed. Sometimes it's just you sit there and you vibe out to it. Beautiful composition. Is that a saxophone in there?
Oh yeah.
Yeah, whatever. Like the saxophone is nice. Like, man, and there's chants at the end. Eeriness. I actually think it's the war story analogies is what is happening. Like, imagine like a graveyard of like fallen soldiers. And they're just chanting. That's what it felt like. Sounds like a moment in a horror film where our protagonist figures out what's actually going on. The calm before the storm, which is the next song. Holy fucking shit. That's what I wrote down.
Yeah, my notes start out with just damn. Obviously the saxophone carried, but at the same time, I don't think, like you could say this song is jazz, but the saxophone could not work on a normal jazz track. It has to be on this more aggressive backing track.
True.
Because it's an aggressive saxophone that works really well in this song, and I don't think it could work anywhere else. And it was great. This has probably the most cinematic feel on this album, which is where this is kind of where I was like, there's definitely a story that I'm missing and just don't know it. But overall, I gave this song an 8.5 out of 10. I thought it was great.
I gave it a 9 out of 10, and 8.5 might be a better score, but I think it fits so well here, especially like sandwiched in between our previous song and the next song. I think this is where it makes the flow come together more like a puzzle, like a jigsaw. But 9 out of 10 for me. And the last song, I might pronounce it wrong. Don't make fun of me. Kaki's Still Gracie. Kaki's Still Gracie.
That's definitely wrong.
Kakistocracy.
I give it a 9.5 out of 10. Like I said, I fucking have high hopes for these dudes over there in England, dude. Whatever they do over there in England with these rock songs, they're doing it right. I wrote down, whoa, this is epic. The build-up and the vocals are incredible. I'm shook right now. The synth sounds at the end bring the curtains down, and we come to a close. And I don't think they have no album out right now. They just have EPs and singles. So I really, really am excited to hear what they have coming up next. Probably another EP. I haven't given, a band, like a new band, these high of like ratings and shit, and just been this impressed in a long time. And like this is not as crazy as the opening song, whatever the first one, Thunder. However, this one feels like the conclusion. Whatever they're trying to go for here I still think it's a war analogy, but this feels like the epilogue almost, like the last hoorah.
So I agree with most of what you just said, except for the part where it didn't match Thunder. I thought this was as close as they could get with matching the energy of that first track while also having it be the end to this. Like I said, Blind Spot didn't quite hit. This one hit exactly the same for me. We're gonna move into album art.
Give it a 5 out of 10.
A 5 out of 10? I give it a 9 out of 10.
Really?
I thought it fits.
I don't know, man. I thought it was weird as shit. I don't know, man. It's like the music here is so good and so like intimidating, and this just, it's weird. It's a little too weird for me. It's weirdly basic, but like in a surreal way.
Yeah.
I don't like it.
What you just said is my reasoning for giving it so high. I think the black and white was the only way they could do it.
I do agree with the black and white though.
They
Black
couldn't
and
have
white
done
works.
like crazy bullshit going everywhere in the picture. That would have not fit at all. I think this has something to it that I can't quite like write down that I think fits.
You got the vibes. You can't put your finger on the vibes, but you got it. You got the EBGBs. I give it a 5 out of 10 though.
So I heard.
But that's pretty much that's pretty much all I got.
If you made it this far, thank you for watching. We'll be back next week with a new video. I don't know what that one's gonna be, but make sure to like, comment, and subscribe, and we'll bring Zach back on.
I'm
sometime.
always here.